Hello, dear viewers. Namaskar. Welcome to Moksha Media. You are with Moksha Giriyamma. Some of you may know the name of Helavanakatte Giriyamma. She was a poetess in the language of Kannada. She contributed some songs in her own way. But of course, she was the rare poetess at that time, of course, even today. Helavanakatte Giriyamma was belonged to the 18th century. She was born in Kumaranahalli near Harihara in the district of Davanagere, Karnataka, India. She was first and foremost a poetess. Her adorable god was Helavanakatte Ranganatha. So she composed poems under the signature of Helavanakatte Ranganatha. Anyhow, her poems can be seen in 3 books. They are Chandrahasa's story, Sita's marriage, and Uddalaka's story. Chandrahasa's story is based on the works of Lakshmisha. It is based on Lakshmisha's Jaimini Bharata. Lakshmisha's influence can be seen in Chandrahasa's story. Of course, other 2 collections are in the Sangatya form. That is Sita's marriage and Uddalaka's stories are in Sangatya form. Sangatya is a type of poetical meter in Kannada. That Sangatya has 4 lines. First and third lines are similar, and second and fourth lines are also similar. That Sangatya is usually in the form of songs. It is a kind of composition. Of course, this Sangatya is one of the popular poetical meeting or meters in Kannada literature. So we can see that form of poetical meter in the poems of Helavanakatte Giriyamma. She has her own style. In the beginning of the poem, she recollects her adorable god, Helavanakatte Ranganatha, and her husband. At the end of the poem, she says, "A happy and hearty one," referring to herself. In addition to these collections of poems, she composed so many poems which could be sung, but most of them are not found. A proper study should be done in this case. In Helavanakatte Giriyamma's poetry, we can see the philosophical concepts and morals. She is the great follower of the Haridasas in Kannada literature. The concept of Haridasas can be found in the compositions of Helavanakatte Giriyamma. So, in this way, and in her own style, the Helavanakatte Giriyamma contributed to the history of Kannada literature and language. Of course, poetesses are very rare in Kannada literature. In this background, Helavanakatte Giriyamma becomes a unique poetess in Kannada language and literature. By composing poems in songwriter form, she has enriched Kannada literature, that too being a poetess. Because in those days, only specific characters or specific women could involve in composing poems, prayers, and etc. etc. So, in that sense, this Helavanakatte Giriyamma becomes the rare ones. So, anyhow, her compositions are healthy, they create a happiness in their content and style. That is what we feel when we go through the poems of Helavanakatte Giriyamma. See you in the next episode. Thank you. Namaskar.